Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Good morning. Hey there, Christina. Where have you been? I haven't been missing you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Good morning. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 oh my Lord. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Nityananda, Nanda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, shoot. The wrong thing. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I'll switch you guys in and out. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So the parrots of Vrindavan. Okay,
Ranga
let's
is
see.
backstage.
Headphones. Just a second, let me. I can't hear it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, just a second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ranga said he was backstage. Maybe for later. I just mentioned it. Now we don't hear you anymore. We don't hear you.
Okay, you hear me now. Okay. All right. So. All right. Okay. All right. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Okay. So the parrots of Raj. Govinda Lilamrita. Let's see. Parrots of Raj. O friend of Gokul, glory to you. O ocean of spiritual flavors. O friend of Gokul, glory to you. Friend of Gokul. Yeah. Glory to you, O ocean of spiritual flavors. O friend of Gokul. See, Gokul is a place and a person. Okay? So, can you imagine having Krishna as your friend? Now, this is the Lord of everything. See, he's transcendental, spiritual. He's the unknowable one, And we have this. This is a miracle what we're doing. We're promoting the unknowable and unattainable personality of Godhead. This is why this is top notch, man. This cannot be imitated. This is why nobody's successful but us. Isn't that amazing? No one is successful except us. Isn't that amazing, Ranga? No one is successful but us. Showing that the Lord, he chooses who he chooses, He's kind of like that. He likes sometimes those knotted flutes, imperfect things, Yeah. Yeah. So he's our friend. See, this is the thing. He's our friend. And the preaching is just to show the world how nice it is to have a friend like Krishna. That it's real. God is real. Very friendly, very intimate. It's almost like you're on the same level. Even though it's impossible, but the Lord makes it possible to have that illusion. Now, if you're going to have illusions, you should have that kind of illusion that the Lord is your friend. And not just you or, or some other thing. Yeah. See, it's a divine illusion. So that the Lord can have friends and we can have our friend. We need it. Hey, man, we're in a situation, we need a friend. Because Biden ain't our friend. None of these guys are friends. They claim to be. Isn't that amazing how Maya works? She claims to be your friend, but she's really not. She's your enemy. That's called hypocrisy. Yeah. Oh, friend of Goku, glory to you. See, glory to our friend. That's what we're all about. Isn't that amazing? We're here just to glorify our friend, the Goku, and say, hey, man, he came as Lord Caitanya 550 years ago with a edict, with a desire. He wants a lot of friends. He wants to liberate people by becoming their friend. Can you imagine being liberated from the cycle of birth and death just by becoming a friend of somebody? This is better than being a friend of Trump or some famous person. Yeah. See, the real Krishna is not very popular in this world. We're here to popularize the real Krishna. Now, that'll be a miracle. You want to do a miracle? Well, popularize the real Krishna that religion doesn't understand. Like Jarasandha, he performed all the rules and regulations of the scriptures. He worshipped God, Vishnu, in that form, see, mode of goodness type form, regulated, and he became powerful too because of that. You get from austerities, you become powerful. Like Narayan Maharaj, he became power. He got following. People came, austerities. That's why they promoted. Hey, austerities, man, become powerful. But you can't promote, you can't communicate the real Lord yet. It's another stage. Okay? And Jesus prayed. I remember, I love this prayer, and I so much relate to it now. He's praying to the Lord because he saw exactly what I'm saying now. Really, honestly, and I'll tell you what it is. He saw, oh Lord, it is right that you preach the real kingdom of God. This is a paraphrase. I forgot. I got to look it up exact word for word, but this is the heart of it. Oh Lord, it is right that you preach the kingdom of God through babes, through children, through the unimportant of this world. People place importance on false ego. Oh, the bigger the false ego, the more important you are. Oh man, Trump, he's a great person, man. Let's have big rallies. The flags waving. See, we're built for worship, man. But who can promote this unimportant Krishna? He's unimportant in the world. Krishna once said to Radharani, I'm going to go to the material world. I feel like I want to go to the material world. Like, she started laughing. She said, why do you want to go there? They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you. They won't listen to you. So he had to say, okay, well, you come with me, and then they'll listen. Okay? They need to see some real love. They need to see some real loving on me, man. They need to see the loving spoonful, the origin of the loving spoonful. Ever heard of that band there, Ranga? The Loving Spoonful? You could probably sing a few songs. The Loving There he goes. Yeah. Please arise from your moonlight bed. Awaken your lover who is sheltered in your arms. See, shelter, that's where the shelter is. That's why we must, oh, it's so fantastic to become a devotee, to be sheltered. And you can actually feel the arms of the Lord. It's amazing. He actually has arms. He has limbs. They're called hearing, remembering, surrendering. It's the arms of the Lord. What do you think Radharani's in? You think there's some of these dangling physical, no, these arms. She's in the arms of the Lord when she hears his name chanted or chants his name or looks at a beautiful picture painted of Krishna or hears her parrots glorifying the Lord. That's the arms of the Lord. Oh, yeah. I'm in this embrace. Yeah. Yeah. Sheltered in your arms, your limbs. See, your limbs. See? And who is tired, and who is tired of loving pastimes. I was a little tired of chanting this one. It's intense. I don't know how anybody does even 16 rounds. I couldn't. It's too much. I can't. There's too much ecstasy. That's for before you get ecstasy, I think, because I can't do it. Maybe you could be like Haridas. He was Lord Brahma. I mean, that's, Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, man. Maybe he has more capacity, but I'm just a fool, a really low class, worse than a fisherman, smelly guy, just, man, just whatever I did this morning, I don't even know, This is hard to say. I can't even, count properly, much less all these things. But it's intense, man, he really, he's tired of loving past. See, loving, you don't know what being, how can you relate to these verses till you experience these things? It's like, it's so great though. I mean, I just like the same thing. I give a class, man, I want to speak more, but the body is like, So I said, okay, we'll just have to take a little break and we'll get back to this. And then, but it just never ends. You become like a non-cessation in this world, man. Just want it all the time. It's just so fantastic, man. It's so wonderful. Yeah. Become a blabbermouth. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Lord of Raj. The morning sun, which is so cruel to young girls by nature, is swiftly rising. Leave the bank of the Yamuna and quickly return to your bedroom. O lotus-eyed friend Radhika, now you enjoy your sleep after so much endeavor in your play the previous night. See? There's no fault in that, O chaste girl. Yeah, there's no fault in that, in loving pastimes with Krishna. No fault at all. But there, and then you can, go and rest a while or, do your duties or no fault. But there's a lot of fault in just doing duties. See, there's a fault in Varnashram Dharma just to do your duties. If that's all you do, there's still some fault in that. But, if you have engaged in these loving affairs, which you get by associating with a devotee who is engaged in loving affairs with Radha and Krishna, watching these pastimes, in the bushes with Amy, Amy, let's go in the bushes and watch Radha and Krishna. Have some fun. I know she's all in on that. What do you think? You want to go in the bushes and look at Krishna and Radha and see what they? Oh, no sound. Do we have sound? We have sound. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maria, my darling Maria. Yeah. Oh, lotus-eyed friend Radhika. Now you enjoy your sleep after so much endeavor in the play the previous night. There is no fault in that. Oh, chaste girl. Yeah. See, this is what the devotees need to know. It's, when you see there is a fault, what the fault is you want more. At a certain point, I don't know how many, years or lifetimes it'll take. But when you see there's a fault that you haven't got enough. See, there's a fault. It's like, Come on, do you have any more? You have some real juice, man. This kind of a, just following rules and regulations, and Ranga knows what I'm talking about. He's almost adverse to that. His lips curl when he hears the sound of those things. Yeah, it curl. It rules, right? No, give me loving affairs. No, I'm not putting it down. It's just, it's a beginner's thing, pilgrimage progress, start. But this is really it. That's why Lord came here. See, if you come here, you're going to learn why the Lord descended as Lord Caitanya and be liberated. See, otherwise you don't know. If you think that's enough, just putting on a big show, I'm a devotee, see my devotee. I'm a devotee, see my devotee. If you play that song your whole life, I'm a devotee, see my devotee. You're not gonna understand why the Lord came here. He came to give something more than that. I'm a devotee. My Lord Krishna is my transcendental roti. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay? That's the kind of song he wants to hear. He's the bread of life with the butter on it, Radharani. Oh, you're the butter. We got to become the butter, man, the devotion, the love. By the way, Govinda, if you're listening, man, that was fantastic what he did. He did this thing. This is the thing. This is multimedia. Do more of that, man. That's great. Get these little excerpts, that come spontaneously, and then put it to all these nice pictures. There you go. You got a living book, man. That's great, man. That's great. You can pass it on the internet. People already got feedback. People say, "Oh, that's really great." It's appealing. See, people need to hear these sayings. You put up nice pictures of the devotees in our sangha. Oh man, you got an art piece. River's probably gonna. You can get into that too, River. Take these, make it a little art thing. Yeah. So you leave the bank of the Yamuna and quickly return to your bedroom. See, her real bedroom was with Krishna. See, that's the real. If you're gonna be in bed, man, you got to be in bed with God, in bed with Krishna. You know what I mean? It's very pure. See, and then go to your bed. That's in the world. Just. No, we need to be in bed with God. You know how they say this person's in bed with these rascals in the world. They're in bed. They're very intimate. See, they're in bed with evil. The evil. Oh, this person's in bed with this evil person. See, they're very intimate. You got to be in bed with Krishna, man. Embedded in Krishna, then he's embedded in you. See, embed, it's a great word, isn't it? Embedded. Krishna embedded in me, man. He's impressed. See? Yeah. Oh, lotus-eyed friend Radhika, now you enjoy your sleep after so much endeavor the previous night. I look forward to sleep. The Vaishnava, even Prabhupada, they used to, like poo-poo sleep. Oh, sleeping's bad. Ugh. Bad. It's only bad when you're not a devotee, because when you're a devotee, your endeavors, this ecstasy, it takes you out of it. Look at Maria. Maria was telling me she's getting so purified. She says, I got to sleep more. She says, it's just bad. No, I said, no, your body needs to rest. You're going spontaneously through a lot of changes, just spontaneously. You're doing what people pay lots of money to do and can't accomplish. Lots of endeavor, austerities, and everything. You just get it spontaneously simply because you're here, because we are the illustrious servants of Lord Caitanya's mercy. Spontaneous everything. Spontaneous purification, spontaneous ecstasy, spontaneous inspiration. Okay? Spontaneous intelligence. You know, it's just sprouts. Spontaneous comedy, entertainment, everything spontaneity. Transcendental Sputniks here. Everything Sputniks flying around, you know, the world here, you know, in spontaneous combustion. Isn't that spontaneous combustion? Hey, that's the flute playing. You notice? Krishna doesn't have any notebook, you know, and looking at the notes and all that. It's all spontaneous. It's all by grabbing that flute and kissing. It's a kissing business. This is Vrindavan. It's only kissing business. Krishna kisses devotees and devotees kiss him. And then everything goes on. Everything is glorious. The dance begins. The Swami step for imperfection. It's the perfection of the Swami step. The devotees need keep practicing, and then you'll get there. Just keep doing that. Oh, chaste girl, but look at the rising sun, the east colors of the red sky, unable to tolerate your happiness. See? Like your rival Gopi Chandravali. You notice? Can you see how this is so Vrindavan here? Look at how many people have a hard time tolerating Lalita Ganga's happiness. Or Johan's happy, you know, the free expression of that happiness. They don't hold back, don't care about outsiders, try to bring insiders in and the others. And, you're not supposed to cry. Don't you know Prabhupada said you're not supposed to cry? How dare you cry? See how practical this is? Yeah. The world, see the world, even the demigods get a little jealous. Oh, you know, that's good. You know, everybody should be a little jealous. You should have something to be jealous about. Why be jealous of people's money? This is all diddly squat stuff, man. Be jealous of bhakti. Be jealous of ecstatic devotees. Hey, you gurus, yeah, come look over here. Be jealous. I don't blame you. You know? Hey, it's better than being jealous of who has the most buildings or something, or most disciples. Oh, the guy has more disciples than me. I met this Sahaja in Mayapur, kind of a famous one. Lalita met him, you know, and he was really jealous of. I was talking, you know, it was kind of, you know, I have friendly relationships with demons. It doesn't matter, you know, Sahajas, demons, you know. Bhakti Vinod was like that too. He would talk to anybody. Yeah, I talk about Sahajas. There's an interesting story with Bhakti Vinod. He was talking to a Sahaja, a known Sahaja.
That's very true.
Well, not known. Most people don't know who's who in this world. But anyway, he knew it was Sahaja, and his son knew. And so he's just having a friendly conversation with this Sahaja, which you really, you know, it's not a good thing if you're a real Vaishnava to do unless you're transcendentally situated. And he's just talking nonchalantly. And it was great preaching because he's talking nonchalantly, like accepting him as he is, you know, all that. And Bhakti Siddhanta comes by about, you know, 500 feet, and he looks at the person and he pays his obeisances at a distance and runs away. And so the Sahaja, who, you know, of course they don't know they're Sahajas, they don't believe it, you know. And he says to Bhakti, why did he pay his obeisances so, you know, from a distance and go away like that? He says, oh, he's just very strict. He doesn't want to associate closely with Sahajas. Just told him like that. He's following the principles, you know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this Sahaja, you know, he was very jealous. There's like this one guy, young guy actually, Prem Parojan, he has a lot of disciples, a lot of people coming. They're attracted to knowledge. You know, he's got a lot of knowledge. He's very austere, very regulated, and intelligent. Oh, he's kind of like smart, you know, everything. He has everything but this. All he needs to be is a spark, you know. So anyway, he was jealous. Oh, you got so many disciples coming. You know, I tried this and they always leave. You know, I said, yeah, I know when they, you know, because you know this is what it is. See, so knowledge is good. Knowledge is good, and so a lot of people are attracted. That's where they're attracted with Narayan Raj group. This knowledge. They got this like a knowledge of the intimate dealings without the intimate dealings. You know, it's like, you know, you know, you can learn. Like it's the same as like a study of Prabhupada's books without its deeper meaning. You know, they're attractive. You know, even from the outside, you know, it's like, wow, these are really interesting. Even the Bible's like that. You know, it's attractive, even though most people don't understand it. See, Jesus understood the heart of the Bible. All devotees do that have real devotion. Okay? So they understand, but most people don't understand. See, because they can't understand until they hear that book from somebody who understands the deeper purport. That's the trick. See, we turn tricks here. See? They got to get the intimate understanding through hearing. This is why Jesus said only the Father knows the Son and the Son knows the Father. This is because the intimate ecstatic relationship. Okay? So, and then the Son, see, the Son, the real knowledge personified, who's hooked up with Satchidananda or Father, Son, Holy Spirit, because they're the Son in this world, and they got the Holy Spirit in their temple and the knowledge of the Father. Oh my God, you line that up and you listen to somebody like that, now you're going to learn something good. Now you're going to become smart. Everybody's on the outside, you know. They know there's something great in there, but they can't access. They try to get it on their own. No, you can't get it. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to hear. They hear from the devotees empowered that know because of very deep, loving, ecstatic worship. See, now that was a Shukadev. See, that was a Vamanadev. That was a cowherd boy. See, our Bhagavatam is filled with persons like that. That was Prahlad's preaching. He says, I listened to Narada Muni and I became devoted to the lotus feet of the Lord. And sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry. And if you listen to me like I listen to Narada, that's the disciplic line. You can become like me also. This is in Bhagavatam. But if you don't listen, you won't get this. People don't get that these ecstatic symptoms are the greatest thing in the world. They're your bond with God forever. Without him, you're not promoted to the kingdom of God. Lord Brahma says, only if you, this is Bhagavatam verse, only if you evince the symptoms of ecstasy, tears in the eyes, choking the voice, and everything you see here in the disciples and in the guru, that kind of stuff. Are you promoted to the kingdom of God? We got assurance, man. We got a passport and visa, man. We can go to transcendental. Okay, I'm all ready to go. I'm packed and everything, man. Yeah, it's just nice to be packed. Hey, Janaki, I've already done my packing, man. It's all packed, ready to go. Everything's ready. What about you guys? Are you packed and ready? You got your visa and passport for Vrindavan yet? Hey, Nangaleka said, yeah. Okay, he's packed and ready to go. Okay. So whenever that happens. No ecstatic symptoms, you're not going there. You guru days out there. Oh, you think you can get into Vrindavan without the tears and the ecstasy and the laughter, you know, and the tears and the choking and calling out to the Lord? ho, ho. Oh, no Santa Claus for you. Ho, 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 ho. No, no, no. Sorry. I'm just here. I'm just the mouthpiece. This is the Lord playing his song. Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. Then, oh, you think my Lord cares about how many followers you have, or how many buildings you've accumulated, how many those motorcycles you got there in Mayapur, how many buildings you've got there you're selling to the Vaishnavas as a brahmachari? Oh, 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 oh. No, he only cares about what you see here in this sangha that most of the Vaishnavas don't accept. Oh my God. Come on, man. Wake up. Gee, job, go. Let's get a move on, little doggies. Where's my cow prod? It's electric. We got electric ones now. Shocking. This is shocking. We shock everybody, man. Shock these guys. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You know, if you don't have any ecstasy, that Krishna's not looking how big you are in this world. Man, I'm a big devotee. I got many disciples. They're not big in the eyes. Oh, do you have big bhakti, man? That's all he's looking at, man. That's all even devotees are. We're just looking at, hey, man, we're looking for the big bhakti, right? Hey, man, where's the big bhakti, Lord? Come on, man. You're Lord Caitanya. You must take care of us with big bhakti. You know, that's my big thing. You want a big temple in this world? Get big bhakti and your temple becomes big. See? No big bhakti, you can build this big, you know, this is a stupidity. You build the biggest temple, you have the biggest deities, but you have no big bhakti, and the Lord's looking at it and says, that's not very impressive. The big bhakti is impressive. That delivers people in this world. Remember, Krishna appeared in the dream, Madhavinda Puri, who was crying and laughing, and you know, everything you kind of see here. Everything you kind of see here. One more time. Everything you kind of see here. He was doing that. Krishna appears in a dream. Like Prabhupada appeared in a dream to this fool, Gaur Haridas, 1996. Then Krishna appeared to my second disciple. And Krishna says, what? Because of your ecstatic love that you see here. In many, even disciples here. Because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to appear in the world. That's you. And us, everybody. And deliver the world. I'm going to appear and deliver the world. It's the only way he appears. See, the devotees are calling him. He said, when you chant Hare Krishna, you're calling the Lord. And if tears start sprouting out of your eyes and you start laughing like a mad woman or madman, what's that mean? Krishna's come. He heard your call. He's going to deliver the world now. You notice people getting delivered? They watch Johan and Lalita, and they feel devotion awake. Pretty amazing. So it works. Krishna knows the system. See, the harvest is plentiful and the workers are few. See, we got a few here. So he needs a few to deliver the universe. Oh, lotus-eyed friend, the night is over and the morning has come. See, the night is the morning for devotees. See, the end of night. See, it's the end of night for the devotees. Brahma Muhurta. See? See, that's the morning for devotees. See, it dawns. See, Krishna dawns in the early morning. Did you notice that? Dawns here. See? And then during the day when the modes get going, you know, and people start getting fruitive and running here and there, and the noise starts of the trucks going rolling down the road. You ever hear that stuff? That's the night for devotees, and that's the day for people in illusion. And the funny, oh, it's our day is beginning. We're running around doing not, you know, things that don't really benefit much. You know, well, we got to feed the kids, man. Got to go out and work, man. Feed the wife. She wants stuff, man. She likes the diamonds, man. You know, there's one devotee. I won't mention the name, but one devotee here, you know, younger guy. You know, he's got a beautiful woman now. And he's getting tired. He says, I said, why are you guys? He says, I got a really nice, beautiful girlfriend. But man, does she demand stuff. And she's a devotee. She demands to be taken care of. And he's getting tired. He says, my God, you know, I work all day and, you know, to pay her bills and do this and do that. And then I got to chant my rounds. I'm getting tired. See, this is the day. See, even for Vaishnavas who don't get this. Even for because you know, if you're getting this like this, the Lord, if your husband or boyfriend is not on the same page, he'll get rid of them. And good riddance. Really. What are they doing for you? Yeah. My ex-wife ended up going to you know, this Brahmin thing, you know, wanting to go and do austerities and criticize real devotees and all that stuff. And so the Lord got rid of her, you know. What can he do? I mean, I was attached. You know how it is when you're attached to some object or some body in the world. You know, you're painful, you know. Oh, I went through it. Once it was out of my system, oh, thank God. Now it's like, hey, man, it's up to you. You lose. You snooze, you lose. You know, I'm here. I can give you the message. You know, like one devotee contacted me yesterday and said, you know, I try to preach this devotee, you know, in ISKCON, and she wants to know who your guru is, and you know, and she won't listen. And I says, well, you know, you give them the message and move on, man. You know, it's not for them. It's not in their destiny. It's not in my ex-wife's destiny to go here. So, you know, this is the beauty. Thank you for, that's called detachment. The Lord does it. Spontaneously gives you detachment. Isn't it fantastic? You know, these sannyasis are trying to work for the detachment the Lord gives you spontaneously when you're in the right friggin' place, for God's sake, and your sake too. You know, he wants to give everything, oh, as a gift, man. Oh, detachment. Oh, there you go. Heck yeah, Benny. Right. It's a lot in these pastimes of Vrindavan, huh? It's very practical, you notice? That's why I like Prabhupada. I always like, and Jesus. They're so friggin' practical, man. You know, we teach practical Vrindavan. Otherwise, what is this? Radhi. I've heard enough of that in Radhakund Babaji's and in the Rhyme Raj group. Radhi, oh Radhi, what? What does it have anything to do with anything in this world? Radhi. Where are the tears? Oh no, we wipe them. If by some miracle some drop comes down, we wipe it down. Have it, keep it nice, wiped down. You know, we don't want to show anything confidential, man. We want to show that we're real devotees, man, because we're probably not. And you will never know because you never see, right? We keep you behind the cards, you know. Do we have a pair of deuces or a straight flush? Well, you never quite know, do you? And you follow people like that. I don't know. I wouldn't take a chance. I only want, you know, like investors. People say, are you an investor or are you a gambler? You guys are gamblers in the Narayan Raj group. Really, honestly, you're gambling. You don't know whether they might be real, maybe not. You know, you're gambling. See, here we only have investors. They make money. You come here, you're going to be wealthy. Right there, Ranga? You're going to be fabulously wealthy. You're going to get dividends. You're going to get returns on your time and your energy and everything. You're going to experience that wealth. Otherwise, you're just gambling. Well, I don't know. He said he was holding it back, and well, to be honest with you, but I can't be honest because then I'll get excommunicated. But don't ever question don't question Narayan Raja's ecstasy, even though he never seen it. Don't question it. No questions. Gohar, you're an offender of pure devotee. You question the ecstasy of Narayan Raj, even though you never seen it? Yes, to me, I don't know. It seems honest to me. It seems reasonable to question people who have not shown ecstasy. And I wonder in my mind, what is he putting this on? I don't know for sure. I probably never will. So I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. I'm an investor. I invest in Lalita. I'll kiss her feet. I'll Johan. I'll massage their feet. I want to put my energy into these devotees, man, where I see they're fabulously wealthy. That God has chosen their bodies to live in them, and they love it. They love being a devotee of Vrindavan. Man, my dollars are in them. I'm an investor, not a gambler. But you guys in Narayana, you want to gamble? You want to gamble on those gurus who do the same thing? I heard their preaching. They say, oh, we never show. Our guru never show. We never show either. We're a no-show. There's no real show. Lord Caitanya was a show, right? He showed Vrindavan, ecstatically chanting down the road. Are we not following? We're following in his footsteps, right, Ranga? We follow, we come and we show, what he showed. Why? Because he's given us this wealth that he had. So to me, magnanimity and munificence and mercy is to show it and pass it around. Look, you guys are getting it. You're out there witnessing. Raise your hand, raise your voice. Yeah, this is fantastic, man. Look at Lalita. She's, oh man, she's drunk all the time, man. I love this, man. Man, intoxicated, man. I don't have to drink anything. Just just drink the name, man. Just Hare Krishna all day long. Whenever she wants. Go in Sankirtan, make these homeless people, happy, or whatever they get. Whatever they get is purification. They're lucky. Best thing they did. Better to be a homeless person to see a Lalita Ganga pass your way chanting Hare Krishna than being Bill Gates and never heard the holy name at all, never seen an ecstatic devotee with all his money. They're in a better position than him or Trump or any of these guys that the world worships and thinks are great. Yeah, I love preaching the truth. I'll stand up for the truth, man. Illusion, watch out, man, because Gohar, he's after you. Watch out. Man. I don't care. The whole world. What does he say? Don't you know these are important persons to listen to? Bill Gates, man, he wants to put nectar into my veins. I believe it, man, because he says so. And people say that this guru can deliver me just because they say so. And they got a nice rubber stamp, or they got a nice dhoti, or they're really austere and show their renunciation and teach me all kinds of rules. I have faith they're going to deliver me. Say, oh, well, you're a gambler. I'm an investor. I only invest in ecstasy and real knowledge that comes from ecstasy. Now, that's an investment. That is solid, man. I know I'm going to make transcendental money, wealth. Do you want to gamble? Go ahead. Gamble on these Vaishnavas to deliver you. They don't. I read this book, man. I read these books. I know the standard of real devotees and devotion. I mean, it's self-evident to me. Well, probably because I've been an ecstatic devotee from the very beginning of contact with ecstatic devotional literature even. Maybe this is probably carried through. To me, it's a no-brainer. Oh, it says right there, the real guru is ecstatic, man. The real guru is a prema bhakta, man. I don't know what the problem is. To me, it's a no-brainer. Why is it such a why? Well, now I know, because you got no brain. To me, it's no brain. I don't need a brain. I just look at the words. I don't need to speculate on that. It's right there in the book. You know, devotee has he's got real devotion, man, and it shows that the symptoms, that closeness with God, that God lives in their temple, and you see the symptoms. The symptoms were shown by Lord Caitanya and Nityananda. What's the problem? It's so clear. It's right there. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. You can't. You must listen to ecstatic devotees who have those same symptoms.
I
Otherwise,
can
you'll never know. Radhanath will never.
The
You
rain
can be
has
as humble as the biggest apple pie that you ever seen in America, and you will still not know. You can be Jayapataka with he had millions of disciples. Oh, Jayapataka, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Prabhupada, blah, 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 millions of disciples. But without this devotion, you can't deliver yourself or anybody else. That's why you see deliverance is here. We got transcendental babies popping out. Man. A lot of cakes in the oven, man.
Devotion's good.
Krishna never says drink and mad for him. He is very sattvic. He comes, if you examine Yogesh Balav, his preaching, it's a mode of goodness. You're a good guy. You're a good guy, Yogesh. You have faith in the mode of goodness. Very sattvic. But you don't know Shuddha Sattvic. I am Shuddha Sattvic stuff. I'm into Shuddha Sattvic. That's Sattvic. It's still dark to me. It's mode of nature, man. Passion, ignorance, and even goodness is a covering of the soul. I'm not Sattvic. Bring Sattvic or not. You know what? I'll tell you how it works here. You probably will not understand this because you're Sattvic. And the only way you will is if you listen openly and you become like Arjuna. But I'll say this for the benefit of others hearing, okay? To understand this. Okay? The only way you'll know is you have to hear from the devotees about Shuddha Bhakti. Okay? And then you can transcend this sattvic madness. It's madness, man. It's a little, under the modes of nature, you're maybe a little less mad than those in the mode of ignorance and passion, but you're still crazy. To me, you're a little touched in the brain, is you're covered with illusions. The illusion of goodness. You think the real Krishna. I'll tell you what it's all in the scriptures. I'll just tell you what I see. I mean, I just see and I tell you as it is, no speculation. Yeah, tell you, Lord Krishna is talking about you, Yogesh Balpu. It's talking about you if you're listening. If you're not listening, let others hear it. So, my transcendental Lord, said, even if you're a perfect sattvic Brahmin, following all the 12 Brahminical rules and austere and everything, but if you're devoid of this Shuddha Sattva, which are this intimate relationship, transcendental relationship with God, then you cannot even purify yourself or anybody else. So that's why, if you wonder why I think I poo-poo your sattvic thing, because my Lord poo-poos. He said, it ain't good enough. He threw brahmacharis 100 times better than you. Yes, 100 times better than you. I'm sure you still eat vegetables. And this brahmachari he threw out of his kirtan, drank only milk and ate fruitarian. Brahmachari. Sattvic. Oh man, was he sattvic? And the Lord said, get him out of my kirtan. I won't have him in here spoiling my kirtan. Oh, you think that is how you're going to get into my intimate kirtan? You think it's by being sattvic? See, you're inconclusive, Yogesh. I know it probably hard. You won't believe it because you're probably really stuck on your sattvikness. So I'll do this for you. Pooh! On sattvic. Ooh, that was hard. You know why? Because my Lord threw a brahmachari. I believe these pastors. I believe in my Lord. He threw him out. He's not good enough. What did Paul? Hey, Lalita, what did Paul say about sattvic and Pharisee stuff? You know, follow rules and fasting and all that. What did he say? Like filthy rags before my Lord. Filthy, dirty, not clean. That's how pure the one I worship is. He's very pure. He's spotlessly pure. He's amazing. He is my life and soul. And I only promote Shuddha Sattva. You can promote Sattva. Go ahead. Yeah, you know, there are a lot of people listen. Oh, Sattva. Oh, good. Oh, this is the goody two shoes. Oh, really good. You're such a good person. Oh, Yogeshwar, you're so good. Oh, you're promoting goodness. All right. Yeah, there are a lot of people want to hear that message. But I'll talk to the few because I like jewels, man. I like quality. I like diamonds, man. The diamonds will come here and we'll teach them Shuddha Sattva. The real jewel, the perfect, the one that the transcendental Lord loves. I love promoting what he loves. He doesn't love it. How many times have you looked at your shadow? Goodness is part of the shadow. Yeah, I never look at my shadow. Either does the Lord. You look at goodness. I want to shoot about. I want my devotees who cry and laugh and choke up. I'm committed to them, man. They're committed to me. We have an exclusive relationship. And if anybody in the world wants to learn, they got to learn from them and only them. That means Radhanath and Jai Patak, all of those guys. They got to learn here. He's the only place I've seen. Yeah. Are we doing all right there, Ranga? Have we bashed the illusion enough? Lalita looks drunk again. Stoned. It's her fault I'm preaching like this. She encourages me. The more drunk she gets, the more I get into it.
Actually, the illusion quite well.
What do we got here?
I like the illusion back.
Amy Rose. Oh, she's writing now. Oh, oh boy, she's quoting the verses now from Chaitanya Leela. Text dated says the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I gotta meet you and give you a squeeze, man. I want to meet this Amy Rose. She quotes the scriptures nicely. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the son of Mother Yashoda, is accessible. Oh, she writes down the significance. She is accessible. I know I may sound crazy to most Vaishnavas, those nice, normal devotees and their gurus who are blind as bats, but the scriptures are all talking about this. Why shouldn't I? I like to talk about the scriptures say. See, the son of Mother Yashoda is accessible to those devotees engaged in spontaneous love and service. What do we promote here? Do we promote anything else? Do I promote Yogeshwar's sattvic stuff? No, pure devotional service. They engage in spontaneous devotional service. Because he is not, I love this verse, but not as easily accessible to mental speculators, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerities like Narayan Raj was teaching, or those who consider the body the same as the self. See, not as easily accessible. So he was right, what he said. Oh, Prema, you follow my path? Oh, many lifetimes. See, it's not easily accessible. See? See, he's engaged to those devotees engaged in spontaneous loving service. See? So the question should be for everybody, including the Narayan Raj and Mahashwar, if you have the great questions, is how do I get engaged in spontaneous loving service, the highest thing? How can I do it? Is it possible? She's pointing fingers now. It's through the devotees engaged. You see, you go and you learn the glories of spontaneous devotee, and then you start to like the devotees here. Oh, I would like to also worship like that. And you just hang out with the devotees, make friends with them, fold their clothes if you can do it, or just give them a few nice praises. Like this Dirk comes. Oh man, your song is great, and all this. And I feel so, like this, inspired. And he gets inspired. See, the Lord said, "Oh, you're praising my work in this world, in this dirty, filthy." Well, to him, it's just modes of nature. He's neutral with it. He's, I'm in this dark place, and you're praising where the real light is. Oh, let me give you so much benefit. He even says, "I can feel inspired and all that." Yeah, because the Lord's reciprocating. Same thing with Tuka. Look, he's got problems. He's very hard for him right now, and in many ways. And I told him, I said, just your faith is what's pleasing the Lord more than these gurus that are doing all these austerities, following that. See, it's not easily accessible to them. But here, in spite of your problems, in spite of anything, and goes for Evo and everything, just because you're behind our preaching and you have faith in our preaching, oh, the Lord's going to give you more than them. And he told me, he says, wow, I feel so inspired to preach, man, and to put this, man, he wants to write things, and all. That's called being engaged in pure devotional service, unmotivated service, unmaterially motivated. You're motivated by spirit, man. That's it. You don't have to be anything special. Yeah. And you just want to serve from your heart, man. That is the greatest gift. Everything you give, any service you give from your heart like that is rewarded to you unlimited. Like Evo, he gives some money, actually quite a bit. He really helped me a lot from his heart. And, Ivo used to be back and forth, but in this, the Lord gave him, because he has faith. And that will be rewarded to him unlimitedly, because even the scriptures say that. You give a bona fide guru, a person who actually is an intimate associate of the Lord, anything, service, even a good wishes or whatever, it's returned to you unlimitedly. You know what that is? He's the unlimited one. You get him. To me, I'm fabulously wealthy because of this. To me, that's wealth, to have that kind of intimacy with God. To have a friend like Krishna and Radha who will never leave me, because I'm not going to leave them. They're too good, man. They're beyond good. And to do this service and make people happy, you know how I'm happy now when I see people happy here. They're getting this. You're also understanding these things. The Lord's blessing you because you got it, and it's intelligent. You're not blindly following any of this. You can't be a blind believer here. You have to be an intelligent. The Lord has to give you the intelligence. He has to give you the devotional spirit. He has to give us everything. Otherwise, we can't do anything. Spontaneous devotional service is here. We can't glory, just like St. Paul said. He noticed the same thing with Jesus. He says, I can't glory in anything. I can't glory in how great I am like I did when I was a Pharisee. I glory in the Lord. It's wonderful to glory in the Lord like this because he's glorious and he gives more and more realizations about that. I just love the Lord shows me, how, amazing, how he took the trouble. Can you imagine? Lord Caitanya came here, God himself personally, Radha and Krishna came personally to deliver us in such an easy, spontaneous way. It is our good fortune to promote that kind of mercy, the most extensive mercy that's ever been on this planet. You're not going to hear from my mouth many lifetime preaching. I know the mercy of Lord Caitanya. I preach it emphatically, and it goes over. And those who are meant to hear this preaching and believe in this word will get this benefit, man, unlimited benefit. I already see it happening. I can say it, I can promote it, man. It works as a prototype. And if any of these persons that claim to be devotees and exalted and everything, they want this real treasure, they got to come here. Otherwise, they don't get it, man. You're not going to get my Lord. My Lord he's got a certain way. And we teach that way. And you can check it all in a book now that you don't even understand out there. You listen here, you're going to understand the real mentality of God and the real heart of the Lord. Because that's all that's here, man. You think it's a joke? Chapter 1 of Adi Lila, it's exactly what you need if you're going to be delivered here. You need somebody that comes who is the heart and the mind of the Lord. And that's the only way that get over his Maya. Very narrow gate, isn't it? Go through the eye of a needle. Even the disciples of Jesus said, how's anybody going to go through this eye of a needle? He says, only by the mercy of the Lord. Only in God anything can happen. If you really want this, he'll push you through this eye of a needle. The eye of the needle is right here. And you can get through it. Otherwise, not. You'll be on the outside. What is this? Disciples and all these people following blind leaders. It's always been that, blind leaders and blind followers. Where do the sayings come from? It comes from what's going on in the world again and again and again. And only the devotees who have realized the absolute eternal truth personally see that. Okay? You want to get through the blind leaders and the blind followers? It's just a dance they do, and then they die and they come back again until you figure it out. Get it right. Here's your chance. This is not just a chance of a lifetime. This is a chance of many millions of lifetimes. You think in you think in every lifetime you get a bona fide spiritual master? Most people, even if they saw them, they don't recognize. If you see and you recognize, oh, you're very fortunate. Because just like Krishna, Krishna is imperceivable. He's unattainable, inaccessible. See? But through the devotees preaching, you've got that Lord. He's attainable and accessible. Otherwise, not. Narrow is the gate. This is why I love Jesus preaching. It is absolutely true. Prabhupada said the same thing. Without a bona fide spiritual master, you can make zero spiritual advancement. Zero. People don't know what spirit is. New Agers, Buddhists, Christians, most of them, some of them know, but most of them, you don't know. And Vaishnavas especially don't know. These gurus don't know what real spirit is. It's that inaccessible except through the empowered devotee. Ooh, boy. Then Vichana, the male parrot. Oh, let's see what the male says. Who is very attached to Krishna, very calm by nature, expert at using words. Okay? That's a devotee, man. Very expert at using words. Nobody else can do it. Only if the Lord is playing them can such a person be expert. That's how the devotees ultimately win the hearts of others. Because, they're expert at the words because the Lord gives them that expertise. I couldn't speak. You think I could give a class like I just did now on my own? Are you kidding? It'd be impossible. And that's what people are trying to do. And if they got a little intelligence or some memorized scriptures and some teleprompters, people, oh, wow, that's so great. Okay? But this, when Krishna uses you, it becomes astounding. It becomes impressive to the soul. See, impressive to Krishna who's inside you. See, he starts to stir. You start to feel stirring, stirred up, stir the pot. First time, I feel a movement. I feel a little kick. Ask Rangaleka about the kicks. kick in there. It's kicking me. So he recited a verse, series of verses full of clarity, and sweet syllables that were suitable for awakening Madhava. You see, that's our secret. We know how to awaken Madhava. He's looking for the song of his devotees. Okay. Oh, you thought this was I was reading some external thing? No, I'm talking about what the Lord showed. No, yeah, awakening Madhava. He's in the hearts of everybody. Nobody can do it but a devotee. He's only impressed. He only listens to his devotee. He only wakes up. Otherwise, he's just there. They're sleeping on his Ananta Sesh bed up there, dreaming of Bill Gates. He's making inspiring. Let's see, how can I inspire Bill Gates? Let me give him some diabolical stuff to do. You know, then let's say he likes to eat shit that's been turned into, water, and drink, shit that's in water. Let him inspire these kind of guys. That's what this Vishnu is doing. He's dreaming up right now. As we speak, he's dreaming up a draconian nightmare for those who are not real devotees yet. Just to scare them into the right place. You know, as scarecrows, they're out there in the field, they scare people away from the grain. See, the Lord is doing that through this draconian measures to scare people away from Maya. Right? Where are you going to go when these guys, you find out people are waking up? I'm telling you, I scan the news now, and they're saying people are waking up. People are waking up. They're seeing these guys are not your real friends. And that's why they're afraid. The demons are afraid of losing. That's why, they're going all out, man. And they're exposing this stuff. But at the same time, people are waking up and realizing Maya's not your friend. Maya's not the friend of these demons even. She's no one's friend except the devotee. I have a good relationship with Maya. We work together. Good cop, bad cop. She's the bad cop, and we're the good cop. We get the job done. We get a confession. See? We get a confession here. We get people to confess the name of God, the true name of God. We're looking for that kind of confession. See, good cop, bad cop. She's a bad cop, scaring everybody. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to take everything away. Oh, better go Haridas over there. He's out there spouting things. Go listen over there, man. You'll transcend all of this. This is the only way. We got to transcend this. The only way to really to beat it. You want to beat this? Well, first of all, you got to beat it yourself. See? Once you beat it yourself, then you start beating on Maya. You notice? I beat this myself, so now I'm beating on Maya. For the benefit. I'm fighting for the people. I'm their lawyer. Oh, a new hat, man. You don't see my suit. I'm wearing a suit, man. I'm on the bench, man. We're in court, battling for the souls of the world, man. You're on trial. And you need a lawyer, man. They tell you, man, you can't represent yourself. No way. You need a representative to represent you before the high court. The supreme justice is that Lord. And I'm pleading the case. I'm saying, Lord, give them mercy. Give them all mercy. Give Bill Gates mercy. You were like that. You gave mercy to everybody. Give Trump and Biden and all of them mercy, man. Free them. Otherwise, they'll never get free on their own. They can't represent themselves. I'll represent them. They don't even want representation, but we'll represent them anyway. They don't know. Forgive them, Father. Forgive them, my friend. They don't understand. They don't know what they're doing. Okay? That's the way it is, really. Who's going to represent people? They can't even represent themselves. They're in such maya. This is Kali Yuga. Welcome to Kali Yuga. There's such darkness here that the Lord has to come. His devotees have to come now as real ones, powerful ones, with a powerful message. See? And a powerful representation of this mercy and that truth. Otherwise, look at these guys. The Vaishnavas have fallen by the wayside, just trying to do it by the rules and regulations. By many times, not even their gurus are following them. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but it's not strong enough. You got to come to this stage. That's why Prabhupada came to me. He ordered this. You want to know the will of Prabhupada and the will of God? That's this. Otherwise, you're slated for termination. Your gurus are terminating you, man, telling you to put that thing in your veins, giving you misdirection. What kind of guru is that? That's why I'm speaking up and speaking out. See, speaking out. You either believe that word and go to that destruction, or you believe in this word and go to real life forever. We're down to it, man, down to the wire. You know, Moses said the same kind of man. You either follow God's way, which were the rules and regulations, and when Prabhupada was here, and now it's up to back the real standard now of deliverance. See, you either follow that way or these other ways in the world, ways of the world, ways of demons, ways of people in illusion, or you follow the way out. This is the way out, man. This is the door. The portal's open. Look at people. I'm not speaking about some speculations. This is what's happening here. I'm just commenting away. People come here, they get delivered. They get delivered Krishna. Krishna comes out of them into their awareness. They become ecstatic devotees here. You show me anything more real in this world. Yeah. Everything I'm telling you is not like it's a dream or pipe or a false promise or anything. It happens. It's happening now. See? This word is solid. The words of the scriptures are meant to be solid, something to hold on to. But if you don't represent the real mercy of these scriptures and these words, then there's nothing that you can't hold on to. There's speculation you can't hold on to. You have to be as it is. That's why Prabhupada wrote Bhagavad Gita as it is. See? And teaching increasingly, we're increasing the understanding of the mercy of Lord Caitanya and how easy it can be to be delivered. Otherwise, everything is harder. Everything is harder. The Lord came for the benefit of everyone, not a certain group or anything like this. Everybody can be benefited. That's why you come here, even as a dog, that's why your dogs will be delivered. Your dogs, even this big bulldog of Maria's will be delivered. This licker, he's a honey licker. He licks your leg. Anybody who comes here will be delivered. That really, and they really like these devotees. You make friends with the devotees. Everybody, make friends with the devotee. You're making friends with Vrindavan residents, man. Where do you get such an opportunity? Just from that, you're going to be delivered. You're going to get the most mercy of Krishna simply because you like being around real devotees who have the real mercy of Radha and Krishna and from Vrindavan. That's it, man. That's the most powerful personalities in the world. Most powerful mercy in the world is through such real devotees, not fake outs, not wannabes. They are. You can see they are. No brainers. Oh yeah, they cry and laugh just like the residents of Vrindavan. When they're with Krishna, Krishna comes to them. See, this is called reality. A lot of sonic booms today, right there, River? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I mean, this is, you see how it's just, everything is increasing, man. It's like powerful. The mercy, the knowledge, the truth, you know. Where do you find a place like this? Show me one place like this, man. Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, more and more people waking up, but that's just that. That's only one level of wake up. We're really, here is full wake up, complete wake up. You see how it all is, and how everybody's a servant to the Lord, even them. Can you imagine? See, people, if you're still blinded by hate, you look at these guys, and as a good person, you think they're a bad person. I hate them. See, we got people coming like that. You stick around, well, you're going to get transcendence. You're going to transcend even that. You won't even hate demons, and you won't hate them, and you won't love them, and you won't hate good people, and you won't love them, because you love Krishna. This is the secret. It's different. We're here to bring people to that love of Krishna. People don't know what that is. They love good people or bad people. Or they hate good people, or demons, they hate good people. They tell you, people who studied this, what's going on there, they said, the government hates you. They do. They hate good people. They hate innocent people. They hate people they consider weak. They want to get rid of them. And you don't know that because they're hypocrites. And they're liars and deceivers. That's what demons are. Okay? If once people get to know what they're doing, they start to hate them. See, this is the good and bad, the good against the bad against the good. It creates a friction. See? Devotees are different. They see, oh, this is my Lord's illusory energy, good and evil. You surpass it. Now you're living in the Garden of Eden again. See, the Garden of Eden was not a place of good and evil. That's why the Lord, see, this is a revelation here that no Christian will tell you. Nobody will tell you except here. It's so amazingly powerful here. There was not good and evil in the garden. In Vrindavan, there is not good and evil. Doesn't exist there. That's why God said, don't eat from the tree of the knowledge. Hear this, knowledge of good and evil. Because the snake said, do it. See, do it. And then ye shall become like gods. And that's what people do. They want to lord it over the resources in the world. The demons want to lord it over the demigods, the good people. The good people want to lord it over the demons. They don't want them in charge. They go back and forth like a ping pong game. See? But we're here to bring people back into the garden, man. There's another level, a perfect level. No more of this friction. You can see, oh, it's all Maya, man. That's why St. Paul says, filthy rags before my Lord. Your goody two-shoes stuff. It's not clean enough. It's not real enough. This is all illusions, good and bad, good and evil. You know how many Christians and Vaishnavas still believe in good and are against evil, right? That's one level. That's why what we're teaching is usually pretty hard for people to understand. How can there be something beyond good and evil? We don't know. We've never seen anything like that. Well, I see it. It's Krishna, man. It's ecstatic worship of the Lord. Brings you beyond this illusion completely. Come over here if you want to have real life, my friends. You want to have real bliss? You want to be, not a hater or a lover of the world or anything worldly? And just love Krishna? It's beautiful. It's perfect. To love the spotlessly pure one. That's what they do in Vrindavan. Come back into the kingdom of God. That's the pronouncement, man. Come back into Vrindavan, man. Come back into the Garden of Eden. Don't leave it anymore. You just come here and you'll get purified. Don't have to do anything special. If you're a good person, great. Come here. If you're a bad person, great. Come back. Come here and just listen. Just listen and hear and get washed of all this crapola and come into the true kingdom. And then you're just blissfully worshiping God in neutral towards good and evil in the world. And you'll help the good and evil. Oh, evil person, hey, you want to come here and be part of the group? You can come. Oh, you're a good person, you want to be part of, just become part of the group. Because if you're an evil person and have done the most dastardly deeds and you take shelter of the devotees, the Lord will make you whiter than snow. That's how powerful Lord Caitanya is. Didn't he do that with Jagai Madai? Look how many sins. Yamaraj couldn't count them all. There's so many. And the Lord took it on and made them great devotees. That's what he does. That's the mercy of the Lord that we proudly preach to the world. No many lifetime preaching here. No, no, no. Very quick mercy. Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't yes sound better? Yes. Mercy in this lifetime, maybe after a week, maybe after a day, maybe after a moment. Yes. Yes, Lord. It feels really like impregnated with the Lord inside of me, but he is still like growing baby in the womb. And when I'm engaged in devotional service, he gets excited and starts kicking. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like that. Here we go. Yogeshwar, counters. Good, thank you. Hey, by the way, thank you. I really like this. I love you. Just be yourself, man. It's fantastic, man. I have no judgment against you. I just like to preach, you know, distinguish things, you know. So Bhagavad Gita 80, tranquility. Oh, good. I love these verses. Great. Tranquility, restraint. And Gorhari's not very restrained, is he? Austerity. Oh, Gorhari's not very austere. Okay, I must not be the right person, right? Purity. Well, I don't know, man. Purity. I know what is pure. And that maybe not me, but the Lord is. I really like that pure Lord, man. That's all I know. You know, my purity, I don't know, man. But his purity is fantastic. That's all I just love his purity. See? But you see here, purity. Persons are thinking, I'm sattvic, I'm mode of goodness, I'm pure. See, you're thinking like that. I don't think like that. I think, no, I just worship the spotlessly pure one and take my chances. There are no chances, actually. I just know that that's the right thing, because the Vedas say that. 10th canto says that. Just worship the spotlessly pure one. Don't worry about your situation or anything, you know, how pure you are, how austere you are. See, people, they love this. That's why they come and they say, oh yeah, many lifetimes before you're going to get it, because you got to be austere and you got to find tranquility and you've got to be pure from your austerities, you know. You got to be pure. You got to be like God, you know. You got to be God, you know, pure. See, patience. You got to be very patient. See? In other words, you know, don't get ecstatic, man, because you're going to lose your patience. Yeah, I'm not patient at all, man. When I get ecstatic, I get very excited like Amy. Lord says, kicking from inside, and we start kicking ass. Very impatient. Yeah, I want everybody to get into Kingdom of God very fast. Not very sattvic at all, is it there, Yogeshwar? Integrity. Oh yeah, integrity. Yes, yes. I like the Lord's integrity. Yeah, I don't like mode of goodness integrity. It's not truthful enough. I like Shuddha truth. See? Not mode. See, that's mode of goodness truth, but that's not perfect truth. See? You need pure integrity. Integrity, you know, whether I'm, you know, honest or dishonest, you know, in the worldly dealings, I'm not perfect. I never will be perfect. You know, there's a little cheating always going on in business dealings or government stuff. You know, we're always trying to do what we can do, right? You know, so it's never perfect. You know, no, but integrity and knowledge, that's what I'm in. I like perfect knowledge. The Lord is perfect knowledge, man. And if he gives me any knowledge, I check it with the scriptures. Matter of fact, I get my knowledge from the scriptures. I get my understanding and knowledge from ecstatic worship. Right? You see how this goes even deeper than Bhagavad Gita, or deeper understanding. See, this is real knowledge, not this part. That's only partial. See, that's the problem. Everything's partial. Even Bhagavad Gita teaching is for bring. You see, Bhagavad Gita was known to be written for yogis, and look who's promoting it. Yogeshwar Bhajbal. See, yogi, perfect. And here you can go deeper. Wisdom. See, wisdom, there's wisdom in the mode of goodness. And then there's transcendental wisdom. That's what we preach here, transcendental wisdom. See? Though you know what real wisdom is, and everything else is not very important. Real wisdom is the mercy of the Lord, the mercy of Lord Caitanya. And that's wisdom, wise domain. Come get the mercy of Lord Caitanya. It's available only amongst his devotees. Now that's perfect wisdom. Bhagavad Gita is not teaching that, is it? That was 5,000 years ago. Lord Caitanya taught this. His devotees teach this now. I teach Bhagavad Gita in the light, through the lens of the wisdom of Lord Caitanya. Okay? Otherwise, you have it through the lens of sattvic persons. See, even the Lord Caitanya said, don't speculate on Bhagavad Gita. And then everybody is. And Yogeshwar, you're also, everybody does, just naturally. He said, if you want to learn Bhagavad Gita, learn it through Advaita Charya. See, Charya of devotion. Learn it through a devotee, man, who knows the meaning, the heart of the confidential meaning of Gita. Especially in the light of these times and these places, this special Kali Yuga, these circumstances, special circumstances, the mercy of Lord Caitanya, deliver everybody and anybody who will just associate with his devotees and chant with them. Give a kind word favorable to the Sankirtan that we do. Even unfavorable, well, that's part of the purification. We'll purify them too. Everybody benefits. You hate us or love us, no problem. All your problems will go more and more and more. You know, come, confront us more. Yogeshwara, come with your verses. And we'll have a discussion. I like it. Isn't it nice having a discussion? Thank you, Yogeshwara. Keep coming. He came yesterday and came again today. Let the truth win. If your truth and your understanding is best, and your interpretation of Bhagavad Gita is best, we will follow you. I will kiss your feet. I will become your disciple. Okay? If your understanding, of course, you know, it goes two ways, you know. If this is, you find, is a deeper understanding of the absolute eternal truth, well, then you come here and become our disciple. You become Lalita Ganga's disciple. Or Johan, either one. Yeah, I'm a little intense. You wouldn't make, you probably may. They're more gentle. You know. And belief, yeah. And wisdom and belief in the hereafter. Yeah, you know, it's pious and it's mode of goodness. It's great, you know, it's okay, you know. Yeah, it's chunk change, but diddly squat. I mean, you know, Bhagavad Gita was written 5,000 years ago, man. But my Lord, man, he came 550 years ago. He saw in this Kali Yuga, you think you can follow these things and you're going to follow that path after? This is why, you know, it takes many lifetimes to try to come up to that standard. And you probably won't, not in Kali Yuga, not with the association. You just look at one beautiful girl in Playa, and immediately you lose it all. You lose it. You need something stronger. That's the mercy of Lord too. I just love this. I love promoting, because it's really true, man. I love truth, man. I love the truth about Lord Caitanya, man, because it is so powerful. He is the shelter of all shelters. You know? He is the path of all paths. He is the purity of all purity. Yeah. He's the deliverer of all deliverers. Jesus was just leading you to him. If you can figure that out in this life, you Christians. If you can't, okay, maybe if you get ecstatic, okay, that's something. You know, any little ecstasy is great. Yeah. There are about 21 Dharma Shastras for different levels of people for graduate. If you're into gradual elevation, go to ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Smith. You like gradual, they oh yeah, many lifetimes. A lot of speculation. Some will say, oh, you chant your 16 rounds and you're going to Vrindavan. Yeah, take your dry eyes to Vrindavan, see how far you get. Take your hard heart to Vrindavan. You know, that won't soften here. How's it going to soften there? You Britviks. Oh, you think it's not softening here with this preaching and you're going to go over there? And you think you're going to get in the door? The door is here. Door is right before you guys. ISKCON, you living dead gurus. You're dead without this bhakti. You're walking like those movies. Everybody is like that until you get life of the absolute eternal Shuddha Bhakti truth. The only life in this world is Shuddha Bhakti. There ain't any life mode of goodness. Pooh! Not when this is around. If this isn't around, okay, very good, mode of goodness. But I ain't very good now. This is pure good. Even the word pure goodness, why not go for pure goodness there, Yogeshwar? Right? It's available, man. It's not, hey, man, our shelves. Did you know? You didn't know. I'm a store clerk working at the register too. You know, everybody's kind of checking them out. We're checking you out of Maya, man. Yogeshwar, we're checking you out of Maya. Just come and bring your product that you got on the shelf. There's only one product there. It's called Love of Krishna. Devotion to Krishna, ecstatic devotion to Krishna. You'll go on all the shelves. There's only one product. You'll come fill your basket, and I'll check you out of this illusion. You know, I'm checkout clerk, cashier. Give me the cash, man. Let's see how much devotion you got. That's the payment here. The only one product is Krishna on the shelf. Transcendental Krishna, man. And we got to have the cash. Got the cash, man. It's got to be liquid cash, man. Liquid, man. A lot of love, man. A lot of ecstasy. That's the only money. Otherwise, you stay in there, man. You're not coming out. Till you give us the cash. You got to pay for your item there, Krishna. He's paid by ecstatic devotion. Boy, we are rolled today. Where'd this stuff come from, man? Boy, great analogies, too. How we doing, Amy? Is Krishna kicking inside? Christina, yes, beautiful how the Lord can make his intimate devotees expert in his words, empowers them to speak his wisdom with the heart and soul. Yeah. Thanks for coming there. Don't stay away too long. I start to miss you. I don't want to miss Christina. The dog is licking his way right to Vrindavan. Dogs got this, they're full of love, you know. That's why the Lord likes to liberate dogs. Full of love. They love their masters, you know. That's why he liberates. He says, even a hog, you know, I guess they had pets of pet hogs too, you know, way back when, you know, in the time. Or even dogs and, you know, anybody that is part of the family of Srivas, the Lord liberated them all. They all got ecstatic devotion. You know, this because they were associated with Srivas. The expert, the teacher of devotion. That's what's going on here, man. You guys all that's why I say to become friends and a family member. That's all you need to do. Make friends with the Vaishnavas, and that's the highest sadhana you can do. It's higher than Narayan Raj. It's hard, Austin. It's so hard. This is so powerful here, man. You know, it's easier and it's more powerful and profound. Making friends with the devotees here is your guarantee to go to the spiritual world. Guaranteed, no doubt at all. But there's still doubt there. See, not as easily accessible by austere persons like you, Narayan Raj devotees, and you, Radhakund Babajis. If you're still thinking, I'm going to chant my 16 rounds to attain the Lord, oh man, I don't chant like that too. I just open my mouth and the Lord comes. Has to come, has to keep his devotee alive. I've had no other life. I wouldn't be here. You know, oh, you think just eating and sleeping is enough? No. We have to have real life. The Lord is that bread, man. I gotta have bread and butter every day, man. See, that's my austerity. I just eat bread and butter. You didn't know that. Bread and butter, that's it. Yeah, what else? That's what you eat in prison. We're just eating bread and butter. The Lord is our bread and butter, right? Very simple. See, simple living and high thinking. Just bread and butter. That's our mainstay. And then this way we can think high. Who can think as high as the thinking you see here? Show me anybody. Bring them over. Let's have a discussion. I invited Acharya Dev yesterday, very nicely. His post came across my thing. So I said, tell your master that we invite him to Facebook Live. Come on here and discuss the purpose of the Krishna consciousness movement. Where the future of the Krishna consciousness movement. Tell us your vision of the future, and we'll share ours. Oh yeah, here, let me get my headphones. Go ahead there.
I have a question, Guru Maharaj, something that I asked myself for a while. Those ecstatic Christians, those who are really curing people from bodily disease, etc., they have lots of ecstasy. They really have lots of ecstasy. And still, they don't have the knowledge. They don't have conclusive truth. Of course, they don't have the Shastras. But I cannot understand if they have loads of ecstasy that it doesn't, that they don't have more questions, don't want to have more, how can they be satisfied? It's a mystery for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it's just their limitations. They don't they don't know where else to go because they have such faith in the Bible. See, they have faith in the Bible. And this is not so easily accessible. Who's preaching like this? To have some possibility to impress an ecstatic Christian, you must be an ecstatic Vaishnava. And still, they may not be interested.
No, they are not interested.
Yeah.
Those I talk to, they are not interested.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if you look at it, so that's why you see, if you go to Vaikuntha and you preach about Vrindavan, a lot of the devotees are not interested because they like their worship of the Lord. See, this is very, what?
They have some satisfaction.
They're satisfied worshiping the Lord. They like to read their whatever scripture they're into. Yeah, it's kind of like that Murari Gupta and Anupam. They like just not Murari Gupta so much, but Anupam. He was into just meditating on Lord Ram was his worshipable deity. So he only wanted to do that, and he wasn't inspired to worship Krishna, which is another level of the ras. See, but still he's a devotee, an ecstatic, and there's more knowledge in Krishna and Radha worship that is not in the worship of Lord Ram, just like there's more knowledge in the worship of Lord Caitanya than in the worship of Jesus. I was an ecstatic Christian, I was worshiping in ecstasy, probably more than a lot of them. But still, until I came to Lord, and I tested this. I went back and forth, and I lost my knowledge by neglecting Lord Caitanya. I lost my knowledge going to Narayan Maharaj. You can ask Sachi. The preaching changed. When I went to Narayan Maharaj, all of a sudden they said, what happened to your realization? Go ahead, what?
Yeah, that I understand, because they are not ecstatic there.
Yeah.
You lose by their association. That
Oh yeah, I went down. I was a nice bland. I mean, I started to like rules and regulations. Like, I mean, not really. I mean, just the Lord gave me perspective. There's some taste in that. You know, I started chanting 1 lakh a day, and I felt some pride in that. And we would compete together. You know, one guy was living in Vrindavan next to me. He was a brahmachari, and he saw me, and my light would go on, because I was always like this. You know, wake up early and I start chanting 1 lakh, no problem. He saw the light. He got up and started competing. It's like two dictators, you know, trying to get, you know, that's what, you know. And so the Lord gave me a taste for that. Okay? In with Jesus, I also there's mercy there, and it's wonderful. But it was my understanding was down, and also the mercy was down. Yeah.
There are no shastras.
Yeah, yeah. And the favor I got that I get with Lord Caitanya was diminished with just Jesus. You know, I wasn't getting the kind of favor that I get now. Like now, everything is included. Every friggin' thing. Man, my understanding of Jesus is top notch. My understanding of Lord Caitanya is increasing. Vrindavan is increasing. But that wasn't happening with just straight Jesus. So the Lord showed me these things.
Yeah.
And, you know, so people want to go all the way, man. It's all with Lord Caitanya. I mean, that's why anybody who comes here, you'll get this. Whatever you're into before, if you just like what we do and you're attracted to this knowledge and this ecstasy.
Yeah.
I mean, how else can the Lord promote? I mean, he has to show something special, right? He shows you here there's special knowledge and special ecstasy. And some people like, yeah, man, you know, I'm ready for that. I like that, right? Like Sim, he likes this, huh? He likes going through the experience. His Kundalini is awakening. I know all about that stuff. My Kundalini was awakened in 1970s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all the chakras light up, man, all the way up to the crown. I know crown of thorns. I know the transfiguration of Jesus. I was shown all of that spontaneously. You know, I lifted up the top of the mountain. I saw Moses. I saw the tablets, all that stuff that you know, that they say that happened in the transfiguration. See, I saw all these things. It's just, you know, the Lord has shown me amazing things. And Lord Caitanya is so amazing. All led me here, man. This is top notch. This is it, man. I can't see another place to go. I would go there if there was something I thought was better. But there ain't anything now. And that's great. I'm happy with that. Now I just go deep, 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 deep. Can you notice anybody? Look at Lolita. Deep, 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 deep. Joanne, deep, deep, deeper. This is great, inspiring. You're going to see millions. Why wouldn't millions of devotees come here? Aren't they looking for Krishna? A lot of devotees they're giving their lives to Krishna, giving their lives to gurus and everything. This needs to be tweaked a little bit, you know, and then you'll get everything. Otherwise, you know, you'll be many a lifetime, or at least another lifetime. Because if you die without this ecstasy, the scriptures say you don't get in. You're not promoted yet.
It's so sad to hear their preaching. They're so ecstatic, some of them, and then you hear their preaching, and I said, no, it's not that. Not at all. And that's so sad. It's hurting my heart, actually.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, yeah. And don't think there are miracles they do always stick. Or if they actually work. They're not always, you know,
they don't always stay.
It doesn't, not everybody is always healed, or they just say, and there's a lot of speculation there. I'm telling you, I've seen that. I looked, you know, I see what they do, and sometimes it's cheating going on, and because they really want this, you know, and they'll often do anything to get it, and a lot of stuff. And sometimes it's psychosomatic.
suggestion.
Yeah, and it doesn't stick, and it comes back, and or it does, or it doesn't, or say lie or check, it's not it's not a clean thing. That's why I don't get into that. You notice, just pure worship of Krishna.
Yeah,
And if you want any of that stuff, well, go to others that are there. Maybe like Maria, she's kind of that's her thing. She likes that stuff, and you can go and. But even her, she exhausts her. She's exhausted.
Yeah, but I just ask it because of the ecstasy, because sometimes I hear devotees, ecstatic devotees, saying things that are not clear at all, that are speculations, and and
Well,
I
you can have some ecstasy. Even that what Prabhupada calls sahajas. Sometimes they have some tears and some ecstasy.
Yeah.
But you know how it is. Like for us, we like this knowledge. It's sublime. We like what Lord Caitanya likes.
Yeah.
This is getting it more purified.
Yeah.
That's why these books are here. It's not like the Christians, they have the Bible, right? These books, it's almost like they can't take advantage of this. And if the devotees didn't come, we couldn't also take it. We would just be stuck with Bibles or whatever literature of some realization of people, and that would be our life. Could be philosopher. People live on philosophical speculators. And they get some life from that, but it's still in the most. This is rare, and we just happen to be like bees in this. Yeah. So it's for us, and anybody else, they can. If not, they pass it by, and in the hereafter, life goes on forever. If they're ecstatic, okay, you're into the kingdom, and there are people, beings there. The Lord will lead you where He leads you. But we're here now, so whoever can hear the message, the Lord will draw who He wants. So you just give the message out, and whoever comes, we're immortal already. You're in a spiritual body. Just do what we can do while we're here. Go ahead. What?
Another question.
Right.
When they cure people, they cure them from their disease, but does that Holy Spirit stay with them? No.
You have to do a whole study about that. You got to do a study about that and see. And a lot of times they just get their eyes open and they go away because they're weak. This is what takes, many lifetimes. They get, I'm healed and everything. And then Maya comes and attracts their mind and they forget about the whole thing. Look at people here. They come here and they get a little, sometimes, and they're kind of weak, and Maya's very tried. They got babies and all this. And they get, the baby, and they're gone forever, or they come once in a blue moon. You notice it just happens, Maya's very strong. And so it takes people. It's like an investment. Look at you. You're investing your time and energy. That's your thing. You're like a millionaire, and that is investing their time and energy and worship in this level and around devotees. And you're making dividends like this. And that people are saying, look at it. Amazing. A lot of people can't tell what's really gold. They don't know what's this cry, So anyway, those who are connoisseurs, those who understand the absolute, my God, look at this is a result of your investment. Of your time, your energy, your heart, your commitment, all of this stuff you're putting, like you have faith in this investment. And the Lord reciprocates like this. And this is how the world will be convinced more and more. People start saying, I didn't know this was money. I didn't know this was wealth. This is the real thing, man. This is what Lord Caitanya said was wealth, was this knowledge, this ecstatic, these devotees. You get a devotee in your life that has real devotion to the Lord, where God, it's like, think about it. Practical. Can you imagine if you knew, say, like Donald Trump? He's a famous guy, right? And you're his intimate friend. You know how many people would like to be around you? You know how many people, it's like, my God, he knows Donald, let me be his friend. Or say like this is, they think, wow, this is wealth. This is amazing. I'll get in. I'll get to see the president, right? Or you go, say, you know, if you're Michael Jackson's intimate friend. How many people you would be? Oh, you have girls. If you're a guy, you have a beautiful girl. Doesn't matter. Oh, they all want to go to bed with you and everything because you're Michael Jackson's friend, right? But Krishna's friend, nobody cares.
No.
But they will care because it is just fantastic. And we're here to be witnesses how fantastic it is to have a relationship with the inconceivable and unattainable one, the mysterious one, the confidential one. We're here to squeal on him, to show him clearly and loudly and make him form and bring his form into the world. Form, the real conception of the real ecstatic Lord here. Yeah, it's great, man. You know, they're going to see what real wealth is. Oh, you think a friend of Donald Trump is great? Huh? You come here. We'll introduce you to my friend, Lord Caitanya. Yeah, look at Maria. Krishna's showing her stuff. Lord Caitanya.
Yeah.
She makes me chant. Oh, you chant his name first. He's the Kali Yuga avatar. She knows these things. Where she understood it? She was like this lady who came just after a week. She gets a darshan of Krishna. You know, and she was yesterday. She had this big smile. I think she was seeing Lord. She says he's facing me now. Before he was on the side. Now he's facing. And it's every time I just come to the sadhu sangha or I walk with you, and then he starts walking with me. See, I tell you, this is what they call siddhanta. Become a friend of the friend of Lord Caitanya. That's why if you have a real associate friend, it works, these things. Otherwise, it's just a show, man. You got, oh, Gurudev, give me mercy. What mercy? Well, we just do that because we're just putting on a show. It's an act. And the guru walks around, yes, the hand job, you know, back and forth. Yes, you have my blessings. After many lifetimes, you'll get Krishna. Oh, yeah, there you go. Here, yes, in this lifetime, push Krishna in there, Lord Caitanya. Push, and then he never comes out. We just keep him there, you know. That's the blessing, man. It's a push. We shove him in you. Just push, you know, and you don't see the hand go back. No hand job stuff. No, it's no pullback. No. Just stay there. Stay, little doggy. Yeah. Stay put. Stay. And then he stays.
Eternal connection to the source.
Yeah. These Brahmins, they're blessed. They love their feet washed, and they love this, man. And you blessing. I'm such a high devotee. I don't know, man. I'm doubtful about those kind of blessings. I like this push. Just shove them into people, man.
Make them eat.
Yeah, just eat your spinach, man, you know. Yeah. Boy, do we see? That's how you know a good class, man. You get I can't read all those comments. There's so many. I'll read them later, but this is a pep talk. Oh boy, yeah. Peppy. It's a peppy talk. We're in Mexico. Peppy. This is a peppy talk.
What is Peppy?
Peppy is a Mexican name.
Ah, okay.
My goodness, look at all these comments. Oh my God, it's never ending. Christine, wow, be really rich now after these. Yeah, 221 comments so far. Boy, 2.5 hours, and I started late too. Yeah. This morning, Bitcoin was firing up. Man, I love, oh man, this is so fantastic. Get up early. That's when all the deals come, man. man, the thing went down 1,000, you know, just, I was just all for, you know, about a half an hour, you know, just pushing the button. Yeah. I tell you, if anybody learn about Bitcoin now, this is kind of a historic time, actually. You know, if anybody has, I mean, if you want, you know, Lolita doesn't have to do it.
I don't have the
But
brain for that, Guru
no, you don't
Maharaj.
have the brain. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, Freddie or anybody, right
Oh, yeah.
now is historic time, man. Right now is,
Freddie.
yeah, Freddie or somebody, because this is. Oh, I've been studying this stuff, and this kind of, I think, will help us out in these times. Maybe. I mean, there's everything is unsure. You know, like to do with the world. This is the kind of the way it is. Everything is unsure here. What's, you know, this that the footy. But anyway, you know, if you want to have some kind of possibility of having some stable money, this Bitcoin, the world is starting to adopt it. I mean, man, they just having meetings all over the world and all this. So, you know, it's a good look into it, but be careful. Ooh, okay, yeah. I think I'll end the class now. Some more sales are here.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you a little later. Hare Krishna.